Hello there. In this video I'm going to show you how to play the song Blackbird by the Beatles from their 1968 self-titled double album, also known as the White Album. I'm going to show you how to play it using a classical style fingerpicking pattern that is not what Paul McCartney originally did when he recorded the song. However, it will help to keep your hand more relaxed as you're playing the song. It sounds something like this. So, to begin, the intro has the third finger on the third fret of the sixth string to fret a G note, and simultaneously we're going to pick an open B string. So the thumb, the P finger on the right hand, is going to pick the sixth string, and the M finger, the middle finger on the right hand, is going to pick the open second string. That'll sound something like this. Next, the I finger on the right hand, that's the index, comes to the third string and picks an open G. Sounds something like that. So far, we have two motions. Ready, and G, G. Very nice. Next, we lift the third finger and simultaneously bring the first finger down onto the first fret of the second string to fret this C note. We're going to use the M finger to pick that, as well as the thumb on the right hand, the P finger, to pick the fifth string, so the thumb has hopped over from the sixth string to the fifth string at this point. A and C. Now we have open G with the I finger. So, from the beginning, we have something that sounds like this. So, I'll do it again, saying the note names. Ready, and G, hold, G, hold. A, C, hold, G, hold. Very nice. Let's try it again saying right hand fingers. Ready, and PM, hold, I, hold, PM, hold, I, hold. Very nice. Next, the second and fourth fingers are going to come down simultaneously onto the second and third frets of the fifth and second strings to play the notes B and D. Looks like that. And this will sound something like this. B and D. Let's add that to what we have so far. Ready, and very nice. Next step, instead of the open G, we slide up to the 10th and 12th frets to play this G note and this high B. We're going to play them simultaneously. Let's try from the beginning, adding the slide. Ready, and when we get there, we start this pattern, which I'll explain in a moment. And it repeats. So, let's review one more time from the beginning, together saying the note names. Ready, and G, hold, G, hold, A, C, hold, G, hold, B, D, hold, slide, hold. Now for the pattern. We're going to use the M finger to pick all of our second string notes, the A finger, which is the ring finger, to pick all of our first string notes, and the I finger to pick all of our third string notes. And try to keep in mind as you're doing this to move the C finger, which is the pinky finger, with the A finger. So the inactive finger moves with the active finger. Pattern sounds something like this. PM, hold, I, M, P, M, I, hold. So one more time, a little slower. P and M, simultaneously picking strings 5 and 2. Now the I finger, picking the open G after a hold. So far, PM, hold, I. Next comes the M finger, picking the second string. So let's do that much of the pattern so far. Ready, and PM, hold, I, M. Very nice. After, we pick the 5th string with the P finger. Sounds like that. So far you have PM, hold, I, M, P. Next, M finger pick string 2 again. So, adding that, we have, ready, and PM, hold, I, M, P, M. Next we have the I finger pick in string 3. Sounds like that. So far we have, ready, and PM, hold, I, M, P, M, I, hold. That's the whole pattern. Let's try it together. Ready, and PM, hold, I, M, P, M, I, hold. Very nice. Let's try to do it 2 times in a row. Ready, and PM, hold, I, M, P, M, I, hold. Repeat. PM, hold, I, M, P, M, I, hold. Very nice. So what we have so far, from here on out in this video, we're going to refer to as the intro. Just to give you some perspective, here it is at the real time. So let's try up to there together, very slowly. Ready, and G, B, hold, G, hold, A, C, hold, G, hold, P, D, hold, slide, hold, PM, hold, I, M, P, M, I, hold, repeat, PM, hold, I, M, P, M, I, hold. At this point, if you're still having difficulty with this part, you should rewind the video and try practicing along with the recordings of it being played really slow. We're going to move on now to the verse part. And the verse actually starts the same way as the intro does. So you basically do exactly what you did for the intro again, and that counts as the beginning of the verse. So that'll look something like this. That's where the vocals begin. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. So after you've gone through that part a second time, you can guide down with this pinky finger, the 4th finger. That means you can keep it on the 2nd string. It's going to go down here to the 5th fret on the 2nd string. That's an E note. And we're going to bring the 1st finger over here to the 3rd fret on the 5th string for this C note. And at this point, we're going to go back to just picking 2 notes simultaneously and then pedaling off of the open G. So we have here C and E using P and M. Next we have the open G using the I finger. Now, the 2nd finger is going to come to the 4th fret of the 5th string for this C sharp note. So that's 1 fret above the C, and it starts a chromatic motion that's going to go all the way up to the 7th fret for the bass part. Your index finger, or the 1st finger, is going to come over here to the 3rd fret of your 1st string for a G note. So you have 2 notes here now, C sharp and G. And since we're picking a note on the 1st string now for the first time, we're going to use the A finger, which is the ring finger, to pick the 1st string. And it's helpful, and it'll keep your hand more relaxed, to move the C finger with the A finger so that the inactive finger moves with the active finger. So PA, hold. Now back to the open G with the I finger again. So, for this newer part of the verse, we have C and E, and then C sharp and G. Let's try it together. Ready, and C, E, hold, G, hold. C sharp, G, hold. G, hold. Very nice. Let's try it again, saying the right hand fingers. Ready, and PM, hold. I, hold. PA, hold. I, hold. Very nice. Next we do the same two shapes, 2 frets higher in pitch on the neck, meaning that the index finger on the left hand, the first finger, is going to come up to the 5th fret on the 5th string. That makes a D note. And the pinky finger is going to come to the 7th fret on the 2nd string for this F sharp note. So we have again PM, hold, and then the open G, I, hold. And now for the same shape that we just did, the 2nd finger comes to the 6th fret on the 5th string for a D sharp note, and the 1st finger comes to the 5th fret on the 1st string for an A note. So you have, again, now we're picking 5th and 1st string, so we're going to use P and A. Thumb and ring finger on the right hand. Hold, and the open G again. So far for this newer part of the verse, we have 4 different shapes going up the neck. You have PM, hold, I, hold, PA, hold, I, hold, up 2 frets from where you were before, PM, hold, I, hold, PA, hold, I, hold. Very nice. At this point, we can guide the 2nd finger up to the 7th fret. For this E note, 7th fret on the 5th string, and the pinky, the 4th finger, can come here to the 8th fret on 2nd string to play this minor 3rd shape. We're going to do the whole pattern on this, meaning that it'll sound like PM, hold, I, M, P, M, I, hold. So, one more time, we're going to say the right hand as we do that pattern in that shape. Ready, and PM, hold, I, M, P, M, I, hold. Very nice. So let's take what we have so far of this newer part, starting from this is a major 3rd shape, by the way, coming up the neck. Ready, and PM, hold, I, hold, PA, hold, I, hold, PM, hold, I, hold, PA, hold, I, hold, PM, hold, I, M, P, M, I, hold. Very nice. So let's try it one more time. This time I'll say note names. Ready, and C, hold, G, hold, C sharp, G, hold, G, hold, D, F sharp, hold, G, hold, D sharp, A, hold, G, hold, E, G, hold, B, G, E, G, G, hold. Nice job. From here, we keep the pinky where it is, but we drop the bass note by 1 fret. So the 1st finger comes to the 6th fret on the 5th string. We now have an E flat major shape, and with the open G incorporated with that, it does in fact make an E flat major 3rd. So let's do the whole pattern on this one as well. Ready, and PM, hold, I, M, P, M, I, hold. Nice job. So let's try going back from where we had it at the 3rd fret, going up the neck like this. to there where we just worked. Together. Ready, and hold, 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 drop the bass, hold, hold. Nice job. From here we take this shape and we drop the whole thing down 1 fret. So now you have the first finger on the 5th fret of the 5th string, that makes a D note, sounds like that, and your pinky finger is on the 7th fret of the 2nd string, which makes an F sharp note, sounds like that. So the third shape that we had from before when we were coming up is here again. We're going to now pick this with an open G afterwards, not the whole pattern. So PM, hold, I, hold. And now, while the bass note goes down the neck, the chord shapes do what they did when they went up the neck, but just in reverse. So one more time I'll show you that. The 2nd finger here has to actually come to the 4th fret, which is 1 fret lower than where your index finger just was, to fret this C sharp note again. And your index finger, the first finger, comes over here to the 3rd fret on the 1st string to play this G note. So you have again PA to pick those 2 notes, and the open G after. So let's try adding those last 2 shapes to what we have so far. So ready, and PM, hold, I, hold, PA, hold, I, hold, PM, hold, I, hold, PA, hold, I, hold, PM, hold, I, M, P, M, I, hold, drop the bass, PM, hold, I, M, P, M, I, hold, drop the whole chord, PM, hold, I, hold, PA, hold, I, hold. Nice job. So from there, you go back to the chord that you started when you started to ascend the bass notes up the neck chromatically, the C chord. And at this point, if you were not able to play along with the last time, I recommend you go back to where we started this part earlier in the video and try playing along one more time, because now this is the second half of the verse, still in the verse, but things are going to be different in this part because we're going to be doing the pattern for all of the remaining chords. So starting with this C, we do that whole finger picking pattern we had before. Ready, and PM, hold, I, M, P, M, I, hold. Now the 3rd finger is going to go to the 4th fret on the 2nd string. So this begins a chromatic descent on the higher voice, which is going to go all the way down until it reaches the open B with each subsequent chord. This shape with the E flat, 3 notes, C, E flat, and open G make a C minor chord now. So we went from C major to C minor, that major to minor 3rd switch, E flat to E. So we're going to do the whole pattern on this E flat chord, C minor chord here, which has an E flat. M, hold, I, M, P, M, I, hold. So one more time, let's try from the C with the pattern to the C minor with the pattern. Ready, and PM, hold, I, M, P, M, I, hold, PM, hold, I, M, P, M, I, hold. At this point, the whole chord drops 1 fret. This makes a chord called G with a bass of B, or you could also call it a B minor, or a B minor 3rd. It's technically not a chord because it only has 2 notes. a G and B. Oh, actually, it also has a D. No, it's a G chord with a bass of a B. So whole pattern. PM, hold, I, M, P, M, I, hold. So let's do those last three chords together again with the chromatic descent in the higher voice. Ready, and PM, hold, I, M, P, M, I, hold, PM, hold, I, M, P, M, I, hold. Drop the whole chord. PM, hold, I, M, P, M, I, hold. Nice job. Next, we take the second finger and we go to the second fret on the second fret on the second string, which makes this C sharp note. And it sounds like that. Simultaneously now, we're going to have open A and open G. So this is basically an A7 chord without a fifth. So I'm going to do the whole pattern on this one. So let's try it again, that descending part from the C. Ready, and PM, hold, I, M, P, M, I, hold, PM, hold, I, M, P, M, I, hold. Drop the chord. PM, hold, I, M, P, M, I, hold, PM, hold, I, M, P, M, I, hold. Nice job. So, continuing with the chromatic descent of the higher voice, our index finger, first finger is going to come here to the first fret on the second string. And we're going to have one other change now with this chord. We're going to bring the thumb on the right hand over to the fourth string to pick an open D with the pattern. So we are now picking the same finger picking pattern, but using strings 4, 3, and 2 instead of 5, 3, and 2. That'll sound something like this. PM, hold, I, M, P, M, I, hold. So let's try from that descending higher voice. Ready, and PM, hold, I, M, P, M, I, hold, 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 PM, hold, I, M, P, M, I, hold. And now, last chord of the verse is the same as the first chord from the beginning of the song. Third finger on the third fret of the sixth string, and obviously your thumb on your right hand has to move over to the sixth string to pick that. We do the whole pattern with the sixth, third, and second strings. PM, hold, I, M, P, M, I, hold. All right, so at this point, you have up to the end of the verse. So let's try to put it all together so far, starting with the intro on the same shape that we left off with. Now remember that this intro part is also the beginning of the verse, so we're going to do it again before we go down to this third fret shape. Let's try it together.